Hello YouTube, today I'm going to be doing a few levels of the Bandit wargames, which you can find on overthewire.com. .org, my bad. So let's get started. Level 0, I have to log in to this address on port 2220 using the username Bandit0 and password Bandit0 using SSH. SSH is just a secure way to log into hosts like this. So I'm going to use SSH. I'm going to supply the username bandit0 at, and I'm going to give it the host address, no spaces. I'm going to give it the port 220. Then all I need to do is give it the password and I should be in. Band0, and there we go. That's level 0. This is how you're going to be logging in using SSH. You just change the number, like the level number from Bandit0, Bandit1, Bandit2, etc. And it's usually on port 2220. Let's move on, level 0 to level 1. Let's see what instructions we have. The password for the next level is stored in a file called readme in the home directory. You find this password and that's the password for Bandit1. So let's try it. Let's see what files we have. We have a file called readme, so I'm going to try and read that file. The way you read files is you simply type the cat command, cat readme, and that should give me the contents of readme, which should be this, and this would be the password for the next level. So ls is how you list the contents of a directory, and cat is how you read the contents of a file. Anyway, let's exit to get out of this shell and connect to the next level. It should be Bandit1 using the password we just found. You can copy the password using the shortcut Ctrl+Shift+C, or you can just right click like this. That worked too. Anyway, let's paste the password, and I'm in Bandit1. Let's look at the instructions for Bandit1. They say the password for Bandit1 is Bandit2, sorry, is stored in a file called hyphen. Now, if I try to access hyphen, what I get instead is, well, I get an input. And if it just outputs it. In Linux and Unix, this hyphen just means standard input. So what cat's doing is it's taking my input and it's just giving it back to me. So instead, to access the file hyphen, I'm going to use this dot / and then I'm going to put the file name, which is hyphen. That way it'll access the file instead of just taking my input. Ctrl+Shift+C, exit, then on to the next level, Bandit2. Paste the password. Okay, I'm in Bandit2 now. Let's look at the instructions. The password for the next level is stored in a file called spaces in this file name. Evidently with spaces. If I list the contents of this directory, you can see that this file has space. This file has a file name with spaces in it. If I try to access it like this, it's not going to work, because cat thinks that all of these are separate files, so it's not going to work. Instead, there's two ways to solve this. One way is to just put it in quotes, so you do spaces in this file name and it's going to output it, or you can do spaces and use this \, which is called the escape character. This is how you escape characters. Essentially, instead of just taking it as a space, it takes the space and includes it as one argument. I don't know if I explained that correctly. Well, this is how you add spaces if you don't use quotes. Spaces in this file name. It should be cat, not cout. My bad. That works too. There's also another way. You can simply hit the tab key and it should autocomplete for you. Yeah. Anyway, that's the password for the next level. So on to the next level we go. That's Bandit 3. So the instructions for Bandit 3, there's the password in a hidden file in the in here directory. So let's see what we're working with. We do have a directory called in here. Let's go inside the directory. This is how you change directories. You use the cd command, which literally stands for change directory. Cd in here. Now if I try to use ls here, you'll notice that it doesn't output anything. That's because it's a hidden file in here. So to list hidden files, you use the a flag. So -a. That'll show me the hidden files. This dot and this dot just means like the current directory and the previous directory. This is a file. So I just need to type in cat hidden, and that'll give me the password for the next level.